of you when you so that never subscribe to this platform, may try to subscribe so that they get my updates. Anytime I post my video, you see how it happens. So, alright, for this particular video, we'll give you many updates. What people like say they sub for Italy. So, man, still giving how things stay the place. So, without wasting time, more enter inside, more see as it take place. Not be small thing, the Matteo Renzi don't call out come out, say the particular man when known as Mario Draghi, our new prime minister, say the man I go lead Italy to the permanent side. Guy, when are the reason now say we did the watch now to tell us we did the game they see on how things they play. So because when I know say this particular Matteo Renzi put the picture, this man when they see for you now so now cause the kind of like political crisis when they for grand now so to the extent when it be like say Giuseppe Conte can't go resign come on for the government because of the problem where they give her because the man retain his own dignity, you understand, for a prime minister to resign not looking onto his benefit that he's getting from the government, that will make you know say the man he kind of like a retain integrity, you understand, he keep integrity for himself. So now this particular man now known as the Matteo Renzi don't call out because they talk saying this new prime minister known as Mario Draghi now go take Italy to the permanent side. Say now go take Italy to make the economic day okay, do different kind of things. He can state most of his history. Say the man was a civil servant once upon a time before becoming the one of the minister for the bank issue, all those kind of stuff. Now this issue now sort of when it be like say we go still they watch them most see how they play. So for those of you when it be like say I never see Matteo Renzi when he come they talk all this thing because now this one we no need to translate them. In use English for this particular video to express himself. We are.
I'm so happy because today Italy is in very good hands. That is the priority. Mario Draghi is a special man. He served as a governor of Italian banks and president of ECB. That is the first point. About myself and my strategy, a lot of people think that was not good strategy when I opened a political crisis during pandemic. But I think, that is my view, exactly in this pandemic, Italy had an unbelievable chance to change everything. And Mario Draghi probably is the best man to serve as prime minister in this moment. So I don't think I had a plan. I'm sure now Italy have a dream, and this dream is in the hands of Mario Draghi.
Well, the last time we had a technocratic government with Mario Monti, it didn't end up so well. Many people were unhappy with some of the policies he introduced at the time. What makes you think that it will be different under Mario Draghi?
Is totally different because Mario Draghi was a civil servant before he became president of ECB. He worked in not only in the American universities, Stanford universities, but also in public service as a general director of Treasury. And particularly, the differences are clear. During Mario Monti's government, Italy was totally in crisis without money, and that is a moment in which Italy have a lot of money to invest in education, in healthcare, because that comes from Next Generation EU, the most important plan from European Union, and let me be very clear, more important than Marshall Plan after Second World War. So there are a difference between the single person. Mario Monti is not Mario Draghi. There are differences for the age, because that is a time of investment, not time of cut. And if I have one example and one benchmark possible, I think Mario Draghi's government, it seems more near to the Carlo Azeglio Ciampi's government 30 years ago, when Carlo Azeglio Ciampi saved Italy in the last year of the last century. Let me be very clear. Mario Draghi was the Italian who saved the euro. Now I think will be the European who will save Italy.
Well, that's a very strong line you say there, Mr. Renzi. But Again, if he is presented as the silver bullet for Italy and he doesn't succeed, what's next for the country?
I believe Mario Draghi will be able to achieve the vote of confidence in the parliament and invest, I think, first of all, in three great projects. The first is vaccine, because Italy, unfortunately, is the country around the world with the worst performance in terms of relation between death for COVID and citizens. That is a problem. We are the worst, and that is very sad. And vaccine is the only way, is the only safety way for us. Second point is economy, because we closed last year with minus 9% of GDP. This is a tragedy if you think about the performances of Italian economy. That means 500,000 people without jobs. That means a lot of small and medium enterprise closed. The third point is the education. As a father, I think that is a priority. We are the country, we probably one of the countries with a low level of numbers of days in the school. That is unbelievable problem, because we lost a generation. For 1 year, we closed the schools more than other countries, more than Germany, more than France, more than UK. So three very important emergencies: jobs and economy, healthcare and pandemic, education and school, I think will be the key points for the new way of Mario Draghi's government. And I believe that will be a great government. So I'm not worried, because I'm sure Mario Draghi will be able to create a cabinet to achieve the vote of confidence, and probably in the next year to transform our country, because our country is unbelievable, is magnificent. We have a lot of problems with the politics, but we are a great, great, great country.
Una don see on Matteo Renzi abi. So na so it happen there. In the talk say na the man go fit lead Italy to the best side. Say na the man have the best person to lead Italian. But one thing one I go understand for this particular man known as Mario Draghi, which this prime minister, this Sergio Mattarella just tried to force to put as the prime minister in order to fill in the space of Giuseppe Conte. He never still be something like where like say they don't confirm and say yes, now he will continue as the prime minister. That is why you see that day when I report that news in the morning, they never even want put that man to be the prime minister. The afternoon of it, this Sergio Mattarella was forced to inaugurate or to kind of like carica this man. Italy they call him carica this man to become the prime minister. Now make you see say news can clash that day. So you understand. Now the particular Draghi, they need to go another crucial election when they be like say the parties they go choose, because now if you go check them. This five-star movement, one of they know, when be like say this man known as Luigi Di Maio, when be the foreign minister now, so five-star movement F5S say they no go support this Matteo, this Mario Draghi, you understand? They no go support this man. And then this particular Giorgia Meloni, that is the Fratelli Italia, say no, say they no go support this man. So now this man needs to kind of like appeal to the different kind of party for him to be able to become this prime minister. That is why they tell us say this prime minister of a thing, he never confirm well. And then there are many measures where like say he need to pass through for the parliament for them to kind of like okay now take him. Be say now he go just be the normal prime minister, because now normally the president just a kind of like force this man to be this prime minister. There are many things that this man need to still face. He gets very kind of thing when he like say he go need to face for inside the parliament before they go kind of like declare and be the final person to become the prime minister ahead. But in time to they just impose him to be the prime minister. Not me say they don't verify him well. You understand? So now so the issue take place. So now Sisema let una know how it happen where this particular Matteo Renzi can they congratulate him. But in time to all this thing are politics. Tomorrow this particular Matteo Renzi go still come out to say this man is not good. So now make you understand say any news when concern politics, it can change at any time, because now politicians they change their mind at any minute. So as it they follow, now so we take the report. So that is why you go see say sometimes you go see say news they clash together. You understand? So without wasting time, we'll go straight to another news. Most see as it happen. Even the Giuseppe Conte self don't come out now, come see they congratulate the man, say as it be, say the man make he try to lead the country well, those kind of stuff. You know, this particular man when they call Giuseppe Conte, the reason why when I like can be say he not the drag power. You know, see Matteo Salvini, that one, he they use all in power, won't try to kind of like force himself enter inside the parliament. Now make you the chance every time we talk, say, may they go do election, may they go do election. Even this thing when he like say they sub for grand now, so this man won't enter. So Matteo Salvini never talk anything well put for that place. But instead they repeat, say, by March, say they need to go do election. Because now, like as I tell you, they go verify this man. If they verify the man, say yes, he not get the crucial confidence, kind of like a support to be the full prime minister. At the end of the day, they go try to go election. And then, now the problem, they want to be like, say, Matteo Salvini, at the election, at that side, if they get power. Because if they go do election, as La Lega and the Fratello d'Italia, known as Giorgia Meloni, they have the power to kind of like take on the government. Now make you sound say, as they try to put this Mario Draghi, me, I be like him to avert Matteo Salvini go one side. But in time to more they watch how things they happen, more see how it go they play. For those of them when they be like, so I never see Giuseppe Conte when they give his speech now, so oh yeah.
Desidero innanzitutto ringraziare il Presidente Mattarella. È stato un prezioso interlocutore negli anni dei miei mandati, sia per quanto riguarda i rapporti istituzionali che per quanto riguarda i rapporti personali. E desidero anche ringraziare tutti gli amici della coalizione che hanno lealmente collaborato per la realizzazione del nostro progetto politico. Ieri ho incontrato il Presidente neoincaricato Mario Draghi. È stato un colloquio lungo, un colloquio molto aperto, al termine del quale gli ho fatto gli auguri di buon lavoro. In queste ore qualcuno mi descrive come un ostacolo alla formazione di una nuova esperienza di governo. Evidentemente non mi conosce o parla in malafede. I sabotatori cerchiamoli altrove. Io ho sempre lavorato, continuerò a lavorare per il bene del Paese e perché si possa formare un nuovo governo per risolvere le urgenze sul piano sanitario, economico, sociale e quindi nell'interesse dei cittadini, per il bene del Paese. Da questo punto di vista auspico un governo politico che sia solido e che abbia quella sufficiente coesione per poter operare scelte politiche, eminentemente politiche, perché le urgenze del Paese richiedono scelte politiche.
Una they say what Giuseppe Conte, even now when he be like say the man resign come up for the kind of like the government by himself, you not get any prime minister when go fit do what this man do to come up for power by yourself. Nobody kind of like deport you out, you just come up by yourself. Now you go make you know say the man just keep integrity, but normally he not supposed to resign for still just did there no matter how they criticize. And this life, anything when you do see they never tell you anything. Now me say you never start. So but the man not just want insult for Matteo Salvini or those kind of stuff when they happen. Now make it jejely come up for power, major leave the government for them. Even now when he be like saying don't resign, he still they talk the good of Italians, you understand? So now so the matter they play the Nazis to know how Giuseppe Conte feel to give his own speech about this issue when like say he not be the prime minister again. So without wasting time, we'll go straight to another news. Most as it happen. Alright guys, this one I have to give you an update about the kind of like immigrants where I say they don't arrive again for Italy because now they don't save or rescue about 241 migrants. You understand? Because now the sea say the sea can't be like say it can't do okay. Now they can't try to rescue people when like say they can't still land. So I'll give you the article and see how it take play, how people take arrive the country because we need to observe all this protocol for the see how immigrants still take they come because we all now the same way we take on for the country. So we're gonna still they know our brothers. Like say they still the land as well. All right, he said here a boat with 99 migrants on board arrived in Lampedusa after the Maltese failed intervention. You understand? The Malta, they kind of like a failed to rescue these immigrants before the Congo land Italy coast. You understand? All right, he said here a total of 240 migrants have landed on the island in the last hours, and meanwhile, Ocean Viking rescued a boat with 120 people on board off the coast of Libya. You understand? All right, he said here, with the improvement of weather conditions in the Mediterranean, the departure of migrants from Libya to Italy have also resumed. You understand? All right, he said, in the past few hours, a total of 241 people have landed in Lampedusa. The first boat contained 142 Tunisians, while the other boat, 99 migrants, shortly after. This last boat was one of the two reported in difficulty in the last hours by the alarm phone. You understand? All right, he said here, the telephone network on Twitter in face spoke of a total of 200 migrants adrift. You understand? All right, he said here, the 99 rescuers in Lampedusa were on a boat already reported yesterday afternoon, while 110 on another vehicle, with which contacts were made in the morning of this Thursday. You understand? So this news now something like I supposed to report them that yesterday, but based on time waiting that they do different kind of work and not configuring now this update. So now the same thing. Right? He said here, Alarm Phone had previously invited the Maltese authorities to intervene several times in view of the difficulties complained of by migrants aboard the vehicle, which had already been damaged for several hours. In a tweet at 9:45 p.m. on Wednesday, 3rd February, in fact, we read the appeal launched by the telephone network in direct contact with the migrants crammed into the boat. The left Libya is specified in the post, and they ask for immediate help. You understand? So guys, there are many articles here. If you start to read, so they go just dark for here. So guys, now so the matter take play. Now to let you know how it happened. About 241 immigrants, like say the Ocean Viking tried to rescue. You know, we need to know people where they come the country and people where still they come out. All these things that make you decide. Say every time Luciano and Mojese they try to complain, even go to Tunisia to tell the government say una not get problem. Why una people go still they come Italy? So if you go reason them, sometimes we need to talk through, because Tunisia, as it still be, they not really still need to come Italy, because they're near to the country, and then they not get wahala like that. So all this thing I make you say Matteo Savini go the court change, say the ones when supposed to come claim for asilo go come, the one when not supposed to come go come. So all those kind of things go they give heavy load. At the end of the day, the problem go they go for the judge, negative go full everywhere. They not go give people document, because people when they for the country, they're too much, they never know how they'll take look the cases. Different kind of people. If we talk about this document issue, now get them for my say Asia Day, Bangladesh Day. Different kind of continent there for this Italy, where like say their case there for tribunal, all these things, the judge need to look onto them. So the more immigrants they arrive, now the more the delay they come. So now make you sound say things they do like that, they slow for everywhere. So now so the updates reach now system let you know how it happen. If you never subscribe to this platform, may try to subscribe so that they get my update. Anytime I post my video, you will be the first person who will notify you know how this video will be. The next time again we'll be together. I remain your boy Prince TV. Ciao.